today on this SHOKY Quickie, we're going to be taking a look at a new Marvel Legends, which has been a while since we've had any of those. And it is from the new Quick Little Fantastic Four line, and it is their version of Doctor Doom. Now, this is just packaging, of course. I'll be looking at the actual figure here in a minute, but we do have some new Fantastic Four stuff. You go way back when to the old stuff, it was like just the regular Four logo on the back. This is a new dealie there. Of course, it says Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, Marvel Legends. This is from the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure line, which I don't really care about. And turn it this way. Got a nice image of Doom. You turn it around here. I'm going to get a read-up. Victor Von Doom uses incredible intelligence and mystical abilities to oppose the Fantastic Four. That is entirely true. And you got the Super Skrull Wave. You got him there. All the pieces. Dr. Doom, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, Thing, and She-Hulk. Though for some reason it doesn't say she right there. It just says Hulk. That's odd. I don't know that I'm going to pick up all of these. I do have Thing. We'll be looking at that next time. I have seen all of these in person. Even I had She-Hulk, but I returned it because nobody wanted it, and I got it just in case a friend needed it. I mostly just wanted Doom because he's a really awesome bad dude, and the old infamous Doom version wasn't a big fan of. So let's go ahead and pull him out. Okay. So, turntable time real quick. And I did a quick out of the box reaction for the patrons, so they got to see my initial thoughts as I opened it up. But as it goes, this thing is one of the best Marvel Legends I've got. And the textures are great. The paint is pretty good, with the exception of a couple small places we'll look at. And while the accessories are kind of minor, I really do dig everything all in all. As you can tell, it's really, really nice sculpt from his armor through the cool cloak, which I do dig, and then of course we'll look at the other stuff he comes with here in a second. But so far it is definitely one of my most favorite figures I've gotten in the Marvel Legends line, and I'm not even a big Legends collector anymore. So let's take a closer look at him. Alright, so as it goes, Doomy Boy here comes mostly molded in the green stuff for his clothing. He's got some brown paint here for the molded in belt, some gold paint there, gold paint up here on the little chain that holds his cloak on, and of course they didn't paint that all the way around. That is annoying. The rest of them is molded in this great kind of silver, but as you can see here, they did actually paint the buckles brown and then a little bit of silver there. So that's pretty cool. And there's even some nice molded in like chainmail in between the gaps of the armor, even so much as back here on the back of the legs. So that's actually really neat. And the silver plastic they used has a little bit of swirl to it. Nothing crazy, a couple maybe slight trouble spots, but molded in rivets and such. It looks awesome. You even have a nice Doom gun right there. By that I just mean it has a D on the logo. Let's go ahead and just look at that accessory. I'll just pull it out for now. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to come out of there, but he does have this. I think it's a Ruger. I mistakenly called it a Walther, but I think it's a Ruger, like an old school like slide pistol from way back when. And I believe this is his gun holding hand, because he only comes with a small set of hands. And this was the only one that looks like he should hold a gun. And wow, that's actually pretty good. Nice. I like that. So, that's cool little accessory. Just molded in kind of a matte black finish. I'll probably never do anything with it. I didn't even know he came with one, to be totally honest. But it's neat. And the nice molded in like Old English D right there is pretty sweet. Not going to lie. Okay, come on. Plug back in. So as it goes, let's look at that head sculpt. And he does come with two different heads. This is my more favorite one, the kind of emotive head there. So he's got like the downturned mouth and the big eyebrows sort of in there. And he does have molded in kind of goldish eyes. I like that. Looks pretty good, but he does come with an alternate head. So this is more of a classic or even maybe movie version of Doom. Same eyes, a lot more rivets, a lot less expressive, so probably just a lot more old school like comic book. This is a lot newer situation here. Either way, this is my favorite one. Also, you can see the cloaks are very different. He's got a huge hood here. He has a much more minuscule one here, and you can just pull that off. And by the way, I'll go ahead and point this out. So he does have the ball joint head with a little disc hinge neck, which is neat. Then he also has a rotating neck. As you can see there, rotates below the collar line, so it just kind of hides that joint. And there's even another kind of ball joint there. Also, the cape can come off, revealing what I believe is a jetpack, and we got some holes there. So if you have some of those Hasbro effect parts, you could probably plug those in there. But as I was trying to do, plug on that head sculpt, which of course without the cloak makes him look like little green Riding Hood, so to speak. But there goes the head articulation using both parts of the neck, and you can rotate. I like it whenever they include the neck rotation, though now it's slightly too loose. But with the cape out of the way, which by the way just plug in there, you can see the arms have a nice big disc hinge there. Once again, kind of chainmail hidden underneath. Bicep rotation along with shoulder rotation, so you can do quite a lot there. Double jointed elbow, but the second joint isn't doing you a whole lot of good. In fact, it doesn't seem to want to move at all. There it goes. Get maybe that one click out of it. And he does have this kind of menacing, I'm gonna get you kind of hand. It does also have a hinge in the wrist, plus rotates. But if for some reason you're feeling a little more fisty, it does come with a left and right Silver Surfer hand, as it were. But he can do, as I usually would do with my Gundams, kind of a high Reed Richards. Hi, my name is Doom. It's pretty cool. And I believe he's got a double ball joint set up here, so one up here and probably one down there, because he can do this. But it could just be like a ball joint on a stick that's just up here and then mounted stiffly down in the waist. You can rotate on what feels like a ratchet, which is strange in and of itself. And by the way, the texture on this not real fabric is awesome. He does even have some little ties and stuff there. I already pointed out the way the belt looks, though they could have hit these little like rivets just around there. But overall, that does look super nice. But of course, given his kind of tunic that's going on here, he can't really kick very far forward. That's further than I thought he could get. So that's not bad. He's not going to do a very good Jean-Claude, but I'll give him a decent one. That gun is sort of in the way, so you can do that. That's not terrible. He does have thigh rotation, but it is super tight. Just being careful. I forget which leg was tighter than the other. Okay, definitely this one is super tight. Probably some mold issues there. Oh, by the way, he does have the nice little straps and buckles on the inside of his calves and thigh armor, which is neat. Double jointed knee as usual. More rivets and stuff down here. Some not great metal finish, but I actually give him that because it actually looks like the armor is a little bit more worn. So I'm okay with it. And then the ankles are the same crappy Hasbro style ankles that we always get. This one is super tight. This one is super loose. And then foot pivot as well. I'm going to have to invest in some stands sometime soon because as you can see, the feet do not sit equal. Meaning, when you set him up, so this is about as straight a pose as I can get him in. Yeah, let's put his feet and knees and legs all straight, and his legs aren't gonna go straight, but this is the first time he's wanted to stand, but he's leaning very far forwards. And if we swap back out to put the cape back on, which now gives him a lot of weight in the back, put that head back on, he looks kind of dumb. He's sort of in a fixed pose. I had it before where his knee was bent, so it'd be kind of a lean back pose, and that leg's a little straighter, but then he wants to lean back onto his cape, and that's not the best stance. So I think this kind of deal, go a little straighter. See, look, I turned that foot, and now he wants to tip backwards. Tip forwards. So gotta really find a nice balance. But I love this look, the shaded face with the cloak in there. And by the way, I forgot to mention it. He does come with a Super Skrull left leg. Nobody really cares. I'm not gonna do anything with this. This is actually going to my buddy Captain Laserpants. And just for comparison, next to the last Doom we looked at, so this is the very, like, I think it's Infamous Doom, Infamous Iron Man Doom. Of course, this cape, not one of my favorite things. Doesn't really look that good. This is not the cape that I thought was really bad. I think the one that I thought was really bad was Moon Knight, where it even had a seam going across it. But I mean, as it goes, from being from two different kind of comic books, it's not bad. They're not even the same height, though. One thing that does suck, you cannot remove the head from this, where you can on this one. But I think I pulled this off, if I remember correctly. And I guess if you want to, you could take, like, these lightning effects and throw them on this Doom. Give him a slightly more menacing hand thing, because assuming he does still have the, like, mystical lightning powers or whatever. So that still works. I like that. It's not bad. Maybe I'll leave one on him and one on the other. And now I just have a spare head that I have no idea what to do with. Though I guess if I wanted to, I could put him on here. Let's see. Let's see how well that works. I remember this head being a pain to pull off. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Oh, I already see one problem. That's going to look funny on that neck. And I also remember the way this cape is plugged in is kind of dumb. Okay. So, not bad. Kind of stupid, if I'm honest. So that won't work out too well. That's one reason why I'm not a big fan of replacement heads, because then you just end up with a bunch of heads laying around. Oh yeah, so yeah, this doesn't stick to anything. It's just sort of resting on his shoulders. I really wish they put like a plug or something, and you're basically using the friction from the head to kind of hold it on. So realistically, the new Doom is better in all conceivable ways, which is why he's awesome. He's Dr. Doom. And I don't know where Wally went, so here we go. There's Wally. Wally, this is Dr. Doom. You really don't want him to examine you. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so guys, basically, to summarize, this thing is awesome. Get this Dr. Doom. He's great. Mine doesn't like to stand properly, but that's the difference between having a foot that's stuck one or half a tooth off and another tooth that's just kind of there. I wish I had some effect parts for him, but then again, I'm also not heartbroken about it. As for the like Fantastic Four that are also in this wave, I might get them. I don't know. Like I said, I got Thing that we'll be looking at next time, because that's just a big, cool, Rocky figure. And kind of needed to have it in my life. But anyway, I recommend it. Go find it at Walmart or whatever. If need be, wait till they go on sale if you don't have a coupon or something. Because if you can save money, why not? But as it goes, the texture looks fantastic. It looks like real fabric. It's not. It's molded plastic. I love it. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember to like and subscribe. Do all the things. And of course, I'm trying to grow this secondary channel. But if you want to go ahead and see like behind the scenes things or out of the box reactions or be able to pick certain types of reviews and stuff that I do, go check out the Patreon, because this channel will likely never get monetized and I could use all the help I could get. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. And remember, as always, keep on nerding.